Back everyone, the uncovered jailbreak just came out and you know I have to make a video for my older iPhone. If you guys own these iPhones, it's always just weird watching videos of people owning like an iPhone 12, so we have to drop some of my best. And I made this video last year when the uncovered jailbreak came out too, so these are some of my favorite must-have tweaks specifically for older iPhones. Now you can install these for these newer ones too, like the iPhone 11s and stuff. If you own an iPhone 6s, an iPhone 5s, or whatever, these tweaks are for you, in my opinion. So the very first, and I'm going to stress this by putting my phone down, the number one tweak I would always recommend every single person to install as soon as they install a jailbreak on their older iPhone is installing Gestures 13 or Gestures 11 or 12, whichever one it is. I can tell you this by far is the craziest jailbreak tweak in my opinion. So first of all, it allows you to basically get these iPhone 11, iPhone 12 type of gestures on your device. Now, what this basically means is that, as you can see, it pretty much just works like that. If I hop into, let's say, this little app and I hop out of it like this, I don't have to click my home button. And it is such a world's difference. It's so far apart from clicking the home button and all this other stuff. It's so seamless. It makes the phone feel so much newer. And in my opinion, this is a no-brainer. If you can go ahead and get this type of tweak installed, I say go for it. In order to install it, you can do this through Cydia. So you want to go ahead and go into Cydia as soon as you're jailbroken. Again, you have to be jailbroken to do this. You want to go ahead and type in your search bar right here. You want to click here. And again, all these will be linked down below as well. So you can just go ahead and just type them in however you want to. And the best part is all these are straight from the standard repo. So you don't even have to use any other repo for my specific tweaks. So you just want to type in gestures like this, and you want to find the one that's compatible for you. So in this case, gestures 13, and you can go ahead and just click modify, or typically it says install or whatever, and you want to click install. So now I already have it installed, but you want to click install, and you'll basically be able to get these tweaks and basically get this type of, gesture-based design as soon as you go ahead and click that. And this by far is my favorite tweak to go ahead and recommend to people. So that is exactly basically how to get those iPhone gestures like 11 and 12 and all those ones on your older iPhones like the iPhone 6s. Now my second favorite tweak ever to install on these type of older iPhones is basically what you just saw, which is Cylinder. And basically what it allows you to do is get these new type of gesture or new type of animations when you're sliding through. Now what I can tell you is this is like one of the oldest tweaks I remember, like from like the iPhone 4 or 4S days. It's like this was the number one reason why you'd want to jailbreak. So in order to install this tweak, you want to go and click on Cydia. Again, you want to go ahead and type in Cylinder right here. So you just want to type in Cylinder like so, click on Cylinder, and you want to click on Modify in the top right corner and click Install, just like the other one. And after it's done installing, all you have to do is hop into your Settings app, just like right here. You'll come into this panel. You want to scroll down until you find your little cylinder icon. You might have to scroll down. It's right before the apps. You want to go and click on Cylinder, and you'll see a bunch of different options. You want to go and click on Effects, and you just want to modify these effects to whichever one you want to. So in this case, I have it set to this one. Now let's see if I just move it to this one. If I go and scroll through, you can see, I guess it's the same thing. If I go and move it to this one, maybe it's different. And as you can see, it is different. Now, some of them are kind of hit or miss. You may like them, you may not. In my opinion, though, this one I think is the best one. I really don't remember which one it is. Okay, not that one either, but you kind of get the idea. There's a ton of them here, and I would recommend everyone to kind of go through and choose whichever one you like. This seems a little bit better. I think this is how iOS should be. I think this is how the animation should actually be. But this is Cylinder. I like this tweak a lot. And the next one, I don't have it like, themed up for sure, but I've done this one before and it's one of my favorite tweaks to install. And this one is Snowboard. Now, in order to install this one, like I stated before, you want to click on Cydia, you want to go back, you want to type in Snowboard just like this. And again, these are linked down below. You want to type that in and you just basically want to go and click modify or install up there. And I have this specific Snowboard installed. So you want to click on here or the other one, doesn't matter. Click modify or install in the top right corner and install this specific tweak. Now what this allows you to do, and I'll go ahead and post what I had on my older video because I didn't theme it up properly, is it basically allows you to install these themes that are so sweet and they make your phone look so much better. It's not even funny. And this is, in my opinion, iOS should allow you to do this. It should allow you to install these kind of custom themes and custom launchers in a way. Now it's not a launcher, it's just a theme. And basically, as you can see, it just allows you to go ahead and install these themes, which are awesome. In order to kind of modify these themes, you want to go ahead and type of, just go into Google and you can just go ahead and, type in, snowboard themes. And you just want to find the specific theme that you like. Now, I can't just link them down below because you may not like them. The one I used was perfect for me, but you may not like it. So just go ahead and go into Google and type in snowboard themes for iOS jailbreak and go ahead and find the specific one that you like and install the repo. And once you go ahead and install it, all you have to do is go into your settings app again. You just have to go down into Snowboard, which is right here. So go ahead and type in Snowboard. and then it'll allow you to go ahead and select the theme that you just installed from Google or from the repo that you just had. So you can go ahead and choose it from here. That's what I had to do last time, and it'll go ahead and allow you to just install it. Now, do keep in mind it does suck up a little bit of battery, so that is a pretty big thing. If you already have like a really bad battery life on your iPhone, it may be best if you go look in a different direction, maybe theme it up a different way, maybe just turn on dark mode if you like it. But in this case, Snowboard is a great way of installing themes on your iPhone, and it can really make your phone look that much newer, in my opinion. So that for sure is one of my favorite tweaks by far. Now the other thing, and the other little tweak that I love doing on these older iPhones, and it's just like a no-brainer when you have a device like this and you show somebody who has like a stock iPhone, like an iPhone 12 Pro Max, they'd be like, "Whoa, how did you do that?" And this little tweak is called MultipleLight. Now, I don't even know what this specific theme name is supposed to be, but it allows you to basically get the music bar down at the bottom. So on the dock, like normally on an iPhone, you can't even scroll through the bottom. But in this case, you can actually go ahead and actually not only have your full apps here, but you can also have a full dock of just your music here. So if you're listening to music, you can go ahead and get that on your dock at the bottom. Now, in order to do this, what you want to do again is to be jailbroken. You want to go into Cydia, which is right here, is you want to go into your little search bar up here, and you want to type in MultipleLight. So the one I have installed right here, again, these are linked down below. You just have to go and click on it, and you want to install it by tapping on the top right corner, install, let it go through, and you'll basically have this little new bar at the bottom, and it'll go ahead and respring as usual. And again, this is one of my favorite things to do on these type of phones, is to basically install MultipleLight when you're listening to music or you're doing anything. It'll go ahead and allow you to see this thing. And again, it's such an easy way to install it. It's like a no-brainer in my opinion. And this by far is one of my favorite things to do as soon as I jailbreak one of these older iPhones. It really does add a little bit more character to this device for sure. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is called Rofi. Now this, or Rofi, I don't know how to call it, it basically allows you to get these Edge apps on your iPhone. So it's really cool. Again, for these older iPhones, it just makes it allowed to have a dock and a dock, which is really cool. Now in order to do this, again, be jailbroken, go into Cydia. You want to go ahead and type in Rofi on the search bar. So there we go. There's Rofi. You want to go and click on it right here. And you just want to install it normally as we do. Tap right, click modify, click install. You can go ahead and read through it here if you want to. But once you have it installed, all you want to do to kind of, make it look like this, exactly how I have it or any other way, you want to go into your settings app. Then what you want to do is you'll probably come into a panel like this. You want to scroll down until you see Rofi right here. So I have a lot of other tweaks too, but Rofi is right here. You want to click on it, and you want to make sure Rofi is enabled right here. And finally, what you want to do is you can go ahead and select how many apps per page you want. So in case right here, if you want more pages, if you scroll through, I don't even know how you scroll through with it, but you can have multiple pages of apps. But you can also go ahead and select whichever applications you want from there. So you can go ahead and click on select, and you can go ahead and modify whichever apps you want. So you can see right here currently, I can't even tap into it. I do have my phone call right here and all this other stuff. Well, let's say I wanted to delete phone call. And let's say instead I wanted to put the App Store right here. Well, I can go ahead and do that. So now if I go ahead and swipe to the side, you can see I guess it didn't respring, or I have to go back or something like that. And you do have to click apply. So keep that in mind. So I can go and click respring, and it'll go ahead and respring my specific iPhone. And then it'll go ahead and allow me to actually see those. So as you can see, and I do have gestures 13, so I can go and swipe up. And at this point, all you have to do is swipe to the side once more. You can see I do have the App Store enabled right there. So Rofi is another cool app. It allows you just to get those apps on the side, just like the Edge panel for iPhones. And again, for an older iPhone, it's super awesome. Now finally, this is one of my favorite tweaks. It's just as good as Gestures 13, which allows you to get these gesture-based design. It's called Camera Mode 10. Now what this allows you to do is pretty much, it allows you to get portrait mode on these older types of iPhones, as I mentioned before. So you can see I have the regular photo. This is an iPhone 10. This is an iPhone 6S, by the way, not even an iPhone SE. This is a fairly old iPhone and it doesn't support portrait mode natively. So in order to actually get portrait mode, if I swipe to the side, you can see it says portrait camera, and it does actually give you portrait mode a little bit. Like you can see portrait mode, it does actually blur out some stuff sometimes. It's not that great because it doesn't have the ultra-wide sensor telephoto lenses, but it's still good enough, and for an iPhone 6S, hey, I'll take it. In order to install this, what you want to do is you want to go into Cydia. Like I mentioned before, you have to be jailbroken. In case I'm posting this on my third channel, you want to go and open up Cydia just like so, and then it'll go ahead and get into that random page. You want to go and click on search, which is on the far right, and you just want to type in camera mode 10. So you can start off by typing camera and then mode, and you can see camera mode 10 is the only one I have here. So I can go ahead and click on it just like this. I'll come here. I want to go ahead and click on modify in the top right corner and go and click install. And at that point, your springboard will go ahead and respring, and it'll go ahead and just restart your phone pretty much. And you can also read through this if you want to, but it just kind of gives you a breakdown what it is. And essentially, now, as long as you're jailbroken, in case you forgot it, you have to be jailbroken to do this. You want to go back into your camera app just like this, and you will pretty much see that you now have your specific camera mode with the portrait mode option, which is so awesome. And again, as I mentioned before, this is one of my favorite tweaks. This and Gestures 13 are some of my favorite tweaks to install on any older iPhone. As you can see, you do have portrait mode installed on your iPhone. So those are some of my favorite tweaks to install on an older iPhone. It's an annual thing I love doing, and I might redo this again. If you guys have any other jailbreak tweaks that you love doing, let me know in the comment section below. I will be sure to do them at some point. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.